Marlene, if you could let people in, be so appreciative. So before we start, now I want you to know we have Noni in the house. So we are ready to go. So I am going to go ahead, and Anthony taught me how to do this. I am going to
2 mile bread.
pin. Hey, Daryl, good to see you. Let's see. There you are, Tracy. I'm going to pin you up here. All right. So I don't know about you, but I am so stinking excited because we have Noni in the house. This is my little Noni. I have cases downstairs of big Noni, and we have TRACI TERNBERG in the house. And I want you, you know how I always Facebook stalk everyone. I went to Facebook stalk, and you know what? He doesn't have anything
Thank you.
that we could stalk him on, because all of his pictures are about his family. And you know me, as far as I'm concerned, he's got his priorities right. He's got his priorities straight. So, Tracy.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your dream? Because tonight we're kind of excited. I want you to know that this call, we've got Nucerity people on here, we have Limu people on here, we have RX people on here, we have Noni people on here. I've got my Limu shirt. Oh, let me get up. I've got my RX hat. I've got all this stuff. So make it simple, Tracy. Make it simple for us.
All right. Well, just go do it. Simple
Okay, we're
enough,
done.
right?
Mic drop, we're out of here.
Well, first of all, it's a great pleasure to be here. I'm thank you for calling me and asking me to come share. We are so excited to be in this new age opportunity right now, for so many different reasons. But the reality is, when you bring everything together, it just makes it stronger. Things become more palatable, more flexible, more science, more product, more research, more reach, more finances. Everything it's just coming together. And I know right now, maybe you're looking at it saying, what is going on? The website is a link is not there. Who cares? What's the big deal? At the end of the day, we are doing something that nobody has ever done on the level that we have done. And it is exciting to be here. And if you were in Colorado Springs, I think you were very blessed to be there with whether it was Brent Willis or Brent Palmer. In this leadership in Dan Colley, all these guys that were there being able to share this vision is just truly, truly amazing. And so I'm just honored to be here. Eava, I don't know how I can help, but let me know what I can share with you tonight to really hit home, to help you kind of level up your life.
Okay, so I first of all, I have to tell you folks, when I asked Dan, you know, who are the people we should have on? Because this is what I'm going to tell you, Tracy. When we first started, I don't know if any of your Noni people are here, but when we first started and we came into what was RX then, we were terrified. Yeah. I mean, absolutely terrified, because we had been a family, we had been together, and you know, the reputation of the industry, stick around long enough, it'll change. So we went into RX, and the Nucerity team, the RX team just embraced us. And, you know, it was not only good, you know, as it says, and it was good, but it was better than we thought it was going to be. But there was a shakeup at the beginning. The
Yeah.
beginning is a little shaky. So to those who are wondering, what do I do? What would you say to them when they say, oh, I can't, I'm having trouble signing somebody up, which is a good problem to have.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you right here. I totally get where people are coming from, because when this news first broke almost a year ago, we all went like, whoa, what's going to happen here? What's the reality of what this means? And because we didn't know, and you get scared of the things that you don't know about. And with change comes a lot of fear, and a lot of that unknown is thing. But you know what? If you're going to grow, you have to be able to evolve and change. And that's the deal that people need to grasp onto, is like, this change is not a bad thing. It's the next evolution of the opportunity, because we are getting stronger. We brought more field leadership together. And that's one of the things that I've been so excited about. I asked right away, I said, who's somebody in the Limu company that I could talk to? Because they were kind of like the last big acquisition merger. And I just wanted to start building that relationship of like, what was reality and what expectations were there. And they put me in touch with this guy named Brent Palmer. I don't know if you know Brent, but that guy,
Oh, we love our coach.
that guy is an amazing leader. And if you're in his organization, I want to let you know, you guys are so unbelievably blessed to have a leader of his caliber that's there to help you. Because this guy is a workhorse, and he's just an amazing individual. And so just sharing with him, it was one of those things, is like, oh, I never thought of that angle, or something to be concerned about, or like how to address it before it even happened, so we could avoid it altogether. But the reality is this: you might be sitting there thinking, well, I don't know if I should do anything yet, because what if the website doesn't work the way it's promised to on Friday, or what if the app doesn't come out tomorrow, and what if, and most of those times, all of those concerns and worries they never come to fruition. It's our mind that kind of gets in there. And so you have this thing in your mind that it's a decision-making process that goes on, and you're faced with something, and we make 10,000 decisions a day, whether what color socks, what to eat, whether do we smile at somebody, say hello, or whatever. And so when you make that decision, and you're at that reality of saying, I am going to sponsor somebody, or I'm not going to sponsor someone, whatever side of this pen that you're on. And then you look at the pen, you go, well, wait a minute. I know the feeling that I have inside is I should sponsor them. But now I'm going to start to come up with all these excuses why I shouldn't. And you start to vilify the company over things like, well, the website's not working, or the app's delayed, or the product is this, and we're shipping warehouses, or whatever. You start vilifying the company for no reason. And the reason that there's something here that you just do what you know is right. And what is right now is continue to build your business. Continue to share the products, because people need our products. People need our support. People need our help financially, because everybody's got that drive and that reason to go build it. And you got to help them get there. And I know it's not always easy, but you know what? Things that are worthwhile are never easy. Do you think Amazon was a flawless transition from startup to where they're at today? Do you think they faced any challenges along the way? Do you think Uber faced any challenges along the way, or Google or Apple or any of these companies? Of course, they all faced challenges every single day, but they just kept working through it. They didn't stop. They didn't pull back. They didn't wait. They got after it, and they went out there and said, listen, I'm going to push through everything that's going on right now, because I know for a fact at the back end, I'm telling you right now, Brent Willis, Fred Cooper, Mark Wilson, Rick Redford, all of the corporate executives are there to fight the battle with you and for you. They are not here to mess around. They're not here to say, listen, we're going to pull off this merger acquisition new age launch, and then we're just going to go hide. That is not their MO at all. They are doing something and setting up something so freaking special that it is going to change and disrupt the industry. Now, how do you take advantage of that? Well, take advantage of that. What do you have to do? You have to what? You have to take action. You have to go out there and contact people. We get paid for what? What do we get paid for?
We get paid for helping people.
We get paid for introducing new people to our products and services. That's our job, is to go find new people to expose to what we do, right? And help our teams do the same thing. Because as we expose those people to our company and our products, what happens? They buy those products. Now, not everyone's going to join. Not everyone's going to buy our products. But as they join and they buy our products, what happens to them? They start to transform their life, start to level up their life, whether it's financially, whether it's weight loss, whether it's fitness, whether it's their marriage, their relationships, their self-development. They're starting to become a better plumber because they're learning how to deal with customers and everything of that nature. They're starting to level up in every aspect of their life. Right. And so that's what we do. Our job is to go find new people to talk to. And in order for that to happen, you have to believe everything that's in you, that you were in the right place at the right time, and what you have is of genuine value to people. And then we do the presentation, then we get paid when we close the sale, right? But our true job is finding new people to expose to our company and our opportunity. Now, people like to say, well, what do you mean by new people? Well, to me, when you do a presentation, whether it be product or opportunity, you're talking to somebody that's not in the business about the business and attempt to get them in the business, or they're not on the product about the product, trying to get them on the product. That's a presentation. That is the workflow. And that's what we've got to be able to accomplish with people, and make sure people, everyone listening here, everyone that's not on this call, that's in the company, that's a distributor, even through these crazy times, it's almost comical, Eava, when people call and say, well, this looks different. You know what? Yeah, and it'll be fixed by the end of the week or by tomorrow or whenever. It's not a big deal. So don't sweat the small stuff, because the vision is there. The future is there. A lot of people like to call you and talk to you about the stock. Well, why isn't the stock at $50? Well, if it was, you'd be mad because you didn't buy it at $2. So
I am so excited to buy it right now. It's like Steve Schwartz says, take every penny you have and throw it in, because we know, for those of you who don't know, our leadership came from USANA, and they took it to $100 and it split, and then they took it up $50 and it split, and they took it over and over again, and the industry trusts them. And this is the biggest thing, I think, for me, TRACI, was in the beginning, it was, wow, can I trust the awesomeness? Is this really? And then I looked around and I saw people like Debbie Schneider, who's on the call. She's a power ranker, and she's on the call tonight. I looked at, people who, and people who had, these are people who have done it. They're not, I have a training, and on the training, one of the things I talk about is you want to be in this industry. You want to be in this business because you get a Harvard level education from people who are doing the business, not people who are theorizing about the business. Correct. And we talked today about what struck me was the same things that were important to you are the same things I heard out of every merged company that has come into this business. Make it simple, duplicate, and we're there to change lives.
Yeah.
Once it becomes about the money, you've lost it.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, we're in a people business. And, people say, well, what kind of business? You ever had that conversation with someone and say, well, what do you do? And you're like, well, I'm a distributor in such and such company. I'm in network marketing. And well, what's your product? People. People are my product.
I like that.
We have all this stuff here that we sell, but our relationships are really what really, really matter, because that's where the loyalty is created. And that is where the big change happens for people. And so for me, it's, this business is so much about the other person. People, quite honestly, they ask me, well, what's your title? How much do you make? And I'm like, does what I make or what my title really matter to you? I mean, what's that do for you? It does absolutely nothing for you. My question back to you is what title do you want to be? How much money do you want to make? Because that's the difference maker. Because you can't control who I know and what I've been doing this industry for almost 28 years now. And I started when I was 20 years old. And my mentor, and I tell you guys, I don't think you guys understand how incredible it is to have a true. Hang on a second. I gotta switch out something real quick. All right. So did that switch over yet? Publish. There we go.
There we go.
And so, just really quick, let me show you what my why is, if I could do that. And you said it earlier, my why is my family. We are so in love with our kids, and we want them to come up in this world, in this crazy, crazy information world, with a perspective of what to do and doing good and all of those things. And these are my three kids, and Landry is my blonde hair on the left, my son Carter, and then my daughter Avery on the right. And that's my why. And one of the things that we love to do is we love to travel, because experiences last a lifetime. We're not real big on going out there and doing the old, hey, get the new iPhone and all that, because materialistic things fade. Kids want the new toy the next Christmas, the new thing. And if you go back to when you were at Christmas, you say, what did you get for your 12th birthday or when you're 12 years old for Christmas? You're like, I have no clue. But what family vacation did you take when you were 11 years old? You're like, oh, we went to the cabin, we went to Disney World, you remember the experiences for a lifetime, but you forget about the gifts. And so we've always believed that experiences are a big thing. And so we love to be able to travel. We love to be able to experience things. And I love to experience the world through my daughter and my kids' eyes. And this is my daughter's. We were in Harajuku district in Tokyo. We had a major event for Noni in Tokyo a couple of years ago. And I took my daughters, and we spent 12 days just bopping around Japan, experiencing a culture in a world that, people from Wisconsin, and probably from most of your parts of the world, never get to experience. and it's just an amazing, that is a huge piece of cotton candy that's in their hands there. And then we got to go to Tahiti. We went to Tahiti and we went scuba diving. The water around here is fairly clear, but this is some of the clearest, most pure, pristine waters you'll ever see. And you don't get to do that. And so you ask yourself, what would you do? If you were able to do X, what would you take your kids to? What would you experience with your spouse? And these are the things that the side hustle gives us. These are the things that having a new age business provides for us in a way that you can't get from being a school teacher or a plumber or a doctor, because you can't take time off because you're too busy, all of those things. And that's what I love about this industry. And for us, it's been Tahitian Noni has been 18 years of my life. My kids have grown up with it, taking it, drinking it from 6 months old. It has just been just a part of our household culture. And it truly is paradise. And it's an amazing product. If you haven't tried Tahitian Noni juice yet, you need to try Tahitian Noni. It is truly an amazing product. And if you really have problems sleeping, get the Noni sleep shot. This will change the way that you sleep, without a doubt. And so it's just an amazing. I love Noni. I could talk to you all for like 3 hours on the fruit alone. And I know we don't have time for that, but talking about leadership, this gentleman here, he was my mentor. He signed me up when I was 20 years old. He's my uncle, and I worked with him. His name was Dale Maloney. He passed away almost 5 years ago now, at the age of 81, and he made close to $28 million in this industry.
Wow.
And you would never know it because he was just so humble and so just about the little guy. He loved finding out the best in people and helping them release that and achieve things. He loved that stay-at-home, helping that mom become a stay-at-home mom. He just loved everything about that. And he was just an amazing guy. And that's the thing I love about what's going on right now is the leadership is united in a way from platform or company, firm to firm, however you want to say it, whether it's Noni or it's Limu or it's Nasserity or it's, it doesn't matter. It just, everybody comes together and they have one common purpose to grow. And I think that is probably our most magical thing that we have is we got people that just want to win more than they want to be the guy. And it's to me that's an amazing thing. And like I said before, you guys have got some amazing leadership in your group and on your team, which is just so much fun to see. And I'm just happy to call all those guys friends. But here's the reality: success is a choice. Success is a choice. You don't wake up one morning and say, "Hey, I'm successful." You have to decide if you're going to be successful. And you have to put your foot in front of your other foot every single day as you build, as you work towards your goals. And if you don't have your goals written down, it's time tonight to write your goals down, what you want to achieve this year. Eava, when I was talking to you earlier, you shared with me some of your goals by the end of the year. And,
I'm going to do it.
But that you couldn't do it if you didn't set those goals.
CEO, baby.
Yeah. So you couldn't do it if you didn't set those goals because you have to have that target to go to. And so right now, everybody that's on the call, if you just say, listen, I'm here and I need to get here. You write that down and you say, listen, and then call your sponsor, call your upline leader and say, listen, I had made a decision. I'm here and I want to go here. I'm making $100 a week and I need to make 200, or I'm making 1,000. I want to make 1,500, whatever. Call your sponsor and say, listen, I have a goal and I'm going to work towards it. And your sponsors, you know what they're going to say? How can I help you? Let's work together to go achieve that. And so just set those goals and work towards those goals because success is a choice. It is such a choice for you to be able to level up your life. Living a life by your design, I think, is such a powerful thing. This is, we're a huge family. This is Wisconsin. There's so many lakes here. We have a place in the lake here that we get to have kids over and friends, and it's just a blessing to be able to have that lifestyle. And that experience and everything, because it's just a dream of mine to be here. At the place that I'm at, the office that I'm sitting in right now is 100 feet from this lake that you're looking at. And I look at it, it just calms me. It's my happy place. Right. And,
right.
But it's that success by design. And that's the entire thing that you want to look for is in your business is like, what is it that you're after? Because I promise you, if you don't focus on it, you're not going to achieve it. You can't shoot this way. You have to be laser focused and right towards your goal. And I think right now in New Age, I think people are like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. It's so big. Listen, slow down, take a breath, relax, and do what you get paid for. And that's exposing new people to our products and our services and in our opportunity, one person at a time. And it'll snowball. I promise you, it'll snowball into something so fantastic. You'll absolutely love it. So Ava, I'm just excited to be here. I'm just excited to have the opportunity to be in New Age. I love the leadership. I love the corporate leadership. I love the products. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of these products y'all have back here that you guys have been selling for a while are pretty cool products. And I tell you, it's really driving traffic or sales within our organization, and we are just at the tipping point of momentum with those new products. So we're just excited on so many fronts right now, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you're excited that you got access now to all of our Noni products. Do you guys realize that we have sold $7 billion of this product?
Wow.
$7 billion of this one product. That's how amazing this product. You don't do that unless it gets results, right? And so people, and just put that in perspective. If I gave you $1 million and I said you had to spend $10,000 a day, it would take you 100 days to spend $1 million. If I gave you $1 billion and said you had to spend $10,000 a day until it was gone, how long would it take you? Over 243 years.
Wow.
So when I say we've sold $7 billion in our 25 years of that bottle, it's proven. It is proven. It works. People want to buy it every single month. I'm going to be honest. Can I be honest with you for a second?
Please do. It's only family here.
I have customers. I have customers that I signed up 18 and a half years ago. It'll be 19 years this September. I've been marketing Tahitian onion juice. I have customers I signed up 18 and a half years ago that buy a case of juice every single month. And I haven't talked to them for 18 and a half years. So no customer service. The product is just that good. People, it's a shame. It's bad on me. They're just customers. They don't want to build. And I'm much more of a business builder than I am a product promoter. So it's in my DNA to talk about opportunity. And they were just happy being customers. And I'm like, that's it right there. So to me, when you get a product that's that powerful, man, the world is your oyster. And now you got more markets to go to. You got more opportunity. Guys, I'm telling you right now, mark this day down. Mark this year down. This would be the launch phase, the launch day of something that's going to be so amazing that you're going to look back in 5 years and go, man, I'm glad I did. Or you're going to say, I wish I would have.
I want everyone on this call. That's a challenge, Tracy. I want everyone on this call to mark where you were today, what you were doing today. Write it down. And then we're going to look at it. We're going to come back and we're going to look at it next year. Tracy, will you come back this time next year? Let's see where people are. Let's take a look.
I promise you I will, but you need to write it in your calendar. And
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it.
You need to call me because I am not going to remember that at all. But I will gladly come back and share as much as I can and whatever I can do to help. We got some really cool things coming. If you were in Colorado Springs over the weekend, I'm
having a hard time keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, there's some cool things coming in Arkansas this weekend. If you're not there, but if you're not in Arkansas, make sure you're paying attention to stuff. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you, Julie, sweet. You can beg all you want, but I can't tell you. But there's some really cool things coming out that are going to simplify the way I think they're going to simplify the way that you do business. It's going to allow you to level up your life, level up your finances, level up your business in a way that is so systematically sound that it just makes sense. And it's going to be pretty cool. So if you're not in Arkansas, make sure you're paying attention to your social media platforms and trainings and stuff, because it's going to be rolling out and it's going to be really, really cool.
It is awesome. Awesome. And we only got a little bit. I want you to tell Coach and tell Brent Willis that I didn't tell anything I was good.
And to me, that's absolutely amazing because I don't know much of you, but I think the fact that you don't talk is not one of your strengths. I think your
No,
strength
it's
is
not.
talk,
I
talk,
was,
talk, talk.
you know, I was the one chewing gum talks in class. Sitting me next to the teacher didn't help. But for all of you who chewed gum and talked in class, you were just in preparation for this industry.
Yeah.
So everyone here, set your goals, write them down, call your upline, let them know what that goal is. Mark this day. It's a choice. Because unless there is an action that follows the desire, it's just a dream.
Yeah.
But for a dream to become a reality, there needs to be action with it. So Tracy, 30 minutes is not enough, but we want to respect your time. Whoever invited you on this call, get back with them. We want you to be a part of changing people's lives. And that's amazing. I consider Noni to be kind of like the grandfather, the elders of our business. Lima, we're kind of like the kids that don't know how to behave. And then there's Nucerity. They're just so exciting. But whoever you are, we all have one thing in common. It's about making people's lives better, one day at a time. So please get back with the person who invited you. Get back with us next Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we like to have the movers, the shakers, the superstars of business come on and tell you why. And I tell you what, Tracy, out of the park. And hopefully we'll have you on again and we'll have some more training, and everyone have a wonderful night. May the Lord bless you, may he keep you, and may he hold you in the palm of his hand. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Good
Tell
night.
Tracy, we're gonna unmute, give Tracy some love.
Go Bucks.
Thanks,
Good night.
Tracy.
Thank you so
That was
much.
awesome.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
wonderful.
Great call.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Tracy. Awesome job,
Thank
Eva. Thank you both.
so much.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Emma.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Emma, for organizing this.
Love you
Thank
guys.
you.
You guys have an awesome night.
Okay, bye-bye now.